Gora team, and welcome back to Anno 1800 on PS5 console.
My therapist says money matters dominate me.
Sure they do. So I was hoping to bring you back
Ship
um,
constructed.
when we had sorted out electricity and we were generating some lovely electricity and everything was hunky dory, and that would be a good point to then talk about leaping onto the next platform from here. And I've now been at this, I think, the region of 10 hours since my last post, and I realized I could be another 6 hours away from sorting out electricity, and I'll talk about why that's the case in a minute. But oh my gosh, is this a mammoth of a mountain to climb? I've just been at it forever, and I'll be at it forever until it's sorted. Um, But anyway, let's have a look at what we've got and where we are, and let's do an island health check, starting with our leading island, or our original island, which is Remedi. So you can see that we're doing all right in the schnapps front, we're doing all right in the pigs and the sausages and the bread and the essentials. The bread's dropping, and it goes up and down and up and down. We'll talk about that in a minute.
There we are, all better.
Soap, beer, we got a lot of beer. Cannery goods are doing okay, rum's okay, fur coats is dropping again, because it always is. It's never stable. It's one or the other. It's up and down, but that's okay. I suppose production-wise, before we jump on, we're producing an awful lot of potatoes and producing an awful lot of schnapps. And we are using an awful lot of schnapps. Not nearly as much beer. We'll talk about that in a minute. Clothes is good. Clay and bricks and everything. Sausages are all fine. Bread, again, just never seem to have enough bread. Charcoal is a bit of a problem. Actually, so is iron and a bunch of other things. But hops has been a bit of a problem, but it seems to be okay. Beer seems to be fine. Canned goods is a bit of a problem. Sewing machines have been a bit of a problem again. And fur coats and everything. It all doesn't show that it is a problem, but it is a problem. And part of the reason it doesn't show it's a problem is because those numbers are only production, and the market demand is only the market demand on this island. This is not the total demand in the market, which is very, very misleading. And one of the greatest failings in the whole mechanic of the game is this only says, oh, you're producing 2 sewing machines. That's great. You only need 1. On this island, I only need 1. Yeah. But my trade routes might be another 2. So it might be saying you're producing 2. I'm actually using 3. But it doesn't show you that. So that's a great failing of the game. In my mind, and it is why it is a continual problem. It really is. So there you go. Sewing machines is dropping, even though we're making enough. But the other issue is, here we are. No, production is fine. Production is fine. We probably don't have an awful lot of backlog. Stock, I should say. No, we have no stock. And we don't have any stock because we're trading it. We're trading it because we're trading it elsewhere. And you never see that. But anyway, that's enough of that. This is Hanbarenga, which is our largest island in terms of population. You can see that we have expanded quite a bit. And in terms of how this place looks, we are doing okay for fish and okay for schnapps. Sausages are on the decline. That's new. It's something new that's just cropping up. We are okay with bread. We're okay with soap. We're okay with beer. But malt is dropping. Canned goods has been a big issue. Sewing machines is back to being okay. We don't have enough rum. Fur coats has been a problem, but seems to be stabilizing, as has cloth and everything else. All of the other everything seems to be fine. Production wise on this island, we have a lot of fish because we're supporting the other island in fish, believe it or not. We have an awful lot of cloth, which is great. We might be able to switch some of that off. We are very much short on slaughterhouses because we have these 2 that are off. I can probably switch that one
Stop.
on.
Brakes over.
And I think while you've got this selected, if you press on L3, it takes you to the next one. Yes, it does. So this one probably needs to get started as well. Thank you very much. So let's see. That's better. 5 and 5. If demand is 7, we might need some more piggy wiggies. Charcoal, again, seems like we're producing more than we need, but actually we are exporting. Iron, well, we can only do what we can only do, so we got a whole lot of stuff, but we're importing. And again, doesn't show you imports, so there's no list of trade routes, but it doesn't show you. That's just sorting. There's no way to see. This is just good types. So there's no way it actually shows you the entirety of what you're doing. Which is the problem. There's no import export menu. So it's just crazy. Oh, sorry, what were we doing? We're checking on a few things. Piggy wiggies was the problem. Bread kind of stabilizing. Iron, like I said, we've had some dramas with. Soap is good. Wait till you have a look at my hops farms. The beer, finally we're getting somewhere with beer. We're getting okay with this stuff. We've had issues with the canned goods for some reason. I think it's to do with iron. Sewing machines we have issues with. Again, I think it's to do with export trade. Furs have issues with, again, probably to do to export trade. We're doing okay with some of these other bits and pieces and bits and pieces and bits and pieces. If we take a quick sojourn over to the New World and have a look at Cruise Media. Cruise Media is over here, and Cruise Media is kind of stable for plantain, fried plantains. It's got rum, it's got bolts of cloth, it has got some tortillas, it's got a lot of corn, and it's got plenty of hats, and I think that's it. So it's kind of doing okay. I could show you the production, but what will be the point? Because this place is exporting so much stuff, it won't make any sense whatsoever. Coracao de Pomba. They're not happy. Just can't get this sorted out of fried plantains. Just can't make enough fried plantains at the other island. So what I probably need to do is I probably need to demote a bunch of these people.
Better, I'm sure of it. So gratifying.
You honestly couldn't. You honestly couldn't. Right, let's downgrade you and you and you, and I think that's possibly fine. Yeah, so there you go. And while we're over here, let's start talking about development. We have finished this island. There is no more room to go. We have gone as far as we can go, and you will see that we have 1, 2, 3, and over here is 4 oil extraction areas that are all ready to go, all connected, all pulling oil out of the ground, all shipping oil into this harbor, which is currently at 700, and that's pretty much as it will hold. So in theory, I think you can put these on pause.
Go back to your families.
Because there's absolutely no reason for this to be moving any more goods right now. So we can cut back on all of those costs that all of those things are putting in place for us.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
And then we increase our attractiveness, and this doesn't have a pause because it's just a harbor. So yeah, so we've gone out as far as we can here, and we've filled up the population as much as we can. But the reality is, we are seriously struggling with these fried plantains. and that's we can't produce any on this island, so it all has to be imported. That's a real pain. And as you can see from the other island, it was just at 20 something, and these guys are at 11. So it's I'm really on a knife edge on these two islands in the new world. Um, I've done what I can here to support the old world as well, with things like obviously chocolate and coffee and cigars and things on this island, and I've really gone out to essentially kind of do that. And I guess
We are
if
out
these
of room.
guys are out of room, then I don't need it. Think I did set up a trade in bricks, but essentially, if well, he's full of tobacco as well. Goodness gracious. So where things are full, like I think with bricks, we can just put things on hold and save ourselves some costs. And that's probably my little tip here in terms of managing things.
What can I do for you?
Is
Will be a la sombra.
if you have an excess, and that's fine to have an excess, you can. I knew he'd
I'm
say that
disturbed
that
you
warehouse was
managed to lure me
too
in.
far away. I don't think I can move him. That's
If there's
why
no place we can take it to.
I'm having problems with hats. I can stick it up there, but it's really gonna muck with that thing. I suppose I don't honestly have a choice. You're going there. Sorry about messing with you, but he needs to be near
There must be input for output.
near a warehouse, and that's not close enough to a warehouse. So yeah, if you see things that are in excess, just hit them on pause, and you'll save yourself some revenue, because you're cutting down on expenses. So that's fine. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. All good. Switch all that off. Everything else is still functioning, except for this guy. Got plenty of tobacco leaf. Yeah, so we finished this on. We pulled everything together and essentially focused on getting the oil extraction, because we're going to need we are really going to need that. And like I said, so the luxury goods, So I'm not actually super bothered that these people aren't the happiest people in the world, as long as they're not costing me money. So I think in terms of island finances, we're making more than we're spending here. 6,022 income over 5,000 expenses. So as long as this place is making me money, I'm happy. It doesn't have to be super, but it does have to make me money, and it's making me money. I'm good with that. Going back here, so we've finished here as well, obviously. We got one little space here that I'm kind of fiddling around with, and it seems like I might need more plantains. We have just gone out with everything, and you can see there's not a lot that's in excess. There's a little wood sawmill here, but everything else is essentially being exported to sort of as much as I can possibly do it. I don't think I can up the goose. What do I need? Like reinforced concrete, more steel. Yeah, so these guys, while they may have not a lot of some particular items, like plantains and whatnot, we are trying to export, and we could still export more rum, and we could still export more cloth, and we could still export bricks. We can't really export any more tortillas. We could export hats, bombins, to the other island, but we're a bit flat on that. We don't really have anything else here that we could really export a lot of. We'll save the champagne. We can export that back to the old world. So we might need to get another ship over here, because we have no idle ships in the new world, and we might need to sort that out. In terms of trade in the new world, let's just have a look at the trade that Cruiser Meat has got. So we have a lot of. I now realize that I didn't mean to do that, and I don't know. And I don't know why it did that, and I don't know how to do it again. This here, edit. I can move these to avoid running into things like pirates if I want. I don't know what port he's going to, because it shows you this island, but there's actually 2 ports. So is it, if I sent him up here, would he go to that port? One imagines that would be the most sensible thing to do, right? See if that happens. That's Hanbarenga. Bringing in sewing machines from Hanbarenga, and I think, to be honest, I'm going to have to drop this to about 5, because we need sewing machines at Hanbarenga probably more than we need them here, to be honest. Bricks is fine, gold is fine, not a drama. So that's absolutely not a drama. Cigars, just to keep the other island happy. This is kind of like a fairly big trade going out to Hanbarenga, and why would we be taking sewing machines back? Oh no, we're not bringing 5 sewing machines as well. No, let's remove that and let's stick to 1 sewing machine list, shall we? Yeah, look, loading up with as much of this stuff as he possibly can, which is great. Hanbarenga needs it. Remedy, kind of the same. This is too much from Remedy now. I think I need to drop this down to, let's say, about 18. Because we're having our own problems at Remedy. And like I've said, the important thing is possibly that's fine. Remedy has plenty of beer, and that's fine. They're bringing along, but you can see we've got an excess of cloth there on the ice edge. So where is the ice edge? Is the ice edge on this map? It isn't. So there must be. We must be full at Remedy. I'm going to need to find the ice edge, and I'm going to need to take a bolt of cloth off that, because it's going to mess with the rest of that trade. Fried plantains, like I said, we're kind of maxed as much as we can, and I'm trying my best, but it's just not enough. Cruiser meter, again, loading up a whole load of stuff and taking it to Remedy and Hanbarenga. I guess if Remedy's full, we can remove that and up that to 50.
Ship under
Because
attack.
I think we need it at Hanbarenga more than we need it at Remedy. So I'm okay with that. And what's the story here? Cruiser meter. Storage is empty at cruiser meter for chocolate. Yeah, I could see that actually. That's interesting because it won't let me. I need to get rid of that chocolate. The endearment. Hanbarenga is getting a lot of cloth as well. Should probably end up
Ship constructed.
running out of that stuff. Anyway, endearment we said? Where's the endearment? Not here either. And what's wrong? We're losing people, and we're losing people because why? Why are people unhappy? Beer again? Sewing machines? Cigars? What is causing you people? This is more like something that would be caused because of like a fire, or people were sick. No, something went down, but now it's coming back up again. Don't know. Anyway, in terms of finances on this island is not making me money. Currently not at the minute anyway. As you can see, we have a lot of expenses. That said, while this island is making me a loss, it is supporting really Hanbarenga, and it is supporting the other islands. So I would like this one to make money, I don't like a loss-leading island because it's not a great way to go. But I mean, I guess there's some things. What's this? Rum. We're full. I can put that on hold temporarily. What's that? Cotton. That's definitely, yeah, we definitely got a lot of cotton. Probably put that on hold temporarily. Here we go. What's this? More cotton. We really do have cotton, and these cotton fields themselves then are all going to ultimately end up being going on hold. But I don't want to put everything on hold. How many cotton mills have we got? Which one's this? Is this another cotton mill? No, that's another rum distillery. And again, don't want to put all the rum distilleries on hold. But we will. What's that? Plantain kitchen. Tortilla maker. Where is... No, not that. Where is... Right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I tell you what, let's... That one says it's full. Let's leave 1 as it says it's full. Ooh, plantains? Can't be. Do we not have enough plantain kitchens? Is that the drama? We have more plantains than we need, but not enough plantain kitchens. We can certainly add another plantain kitchen or 2. Let's put 2 in. There you go. Maybe that will help sort out some plantains. Where do we stand now? Still not great. Still not great. We probably have an overabundance of fish oil, do we? Let's have a look. Not really. Not really. Not really. What do we have? We have quite an overabundance in ponchos, and we're not exporting any of those. So where's these guys? Maybe if we put a couple of those on hold, that might reduce the cost a little. And how many of these producers are there? No, ponchos. Got a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just all over there. 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's switch 1 off. See what that does to supply. Finances. Somehow I've switched things off and things have gotten more expensive. Who can say? What's this problem?
Still waiting for it to arrive.
You're now all these fish oil places, and you're short of fish oil. I don't believe you. We need that for rum. Do we need bricks for anything? I don't think we do. I mean, I think we're exporting a few bricks, or we were, but it's not the end of the world if we don't. They're not. It was sort of just because we had extras. And there we go. So let's stop making bricks altogether, because we don't need them. And obviously they're a cost. Is there another brick place somewhere? What's his problem? You're another one. Don't think so. Still more expensive. I don't understand. Just don't understand. I'm making things easier and less costly, and things just keep getting worse. It's because the cigars are plummeting, and I don't know if I was to go and have a look at cigars over here. How much have we got? Where are they? Cigars. No, we don't have any. I think it's because we're exporting it. Anyway, that's what takes 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, is because you follow these things. You go, oh, I need to micromanage that, and then you micromanage that, and then that breaks something else somewhere else in the chain. The chains are so convoluted, it is unbelievable. So that was the roots between Cruzamita In terms of the other one, Curacao, the same as this guy I was buying in beer. He now doesn't want to sell beer. So that's fine. Remember what I said about setting up trade routes with people and then they break the trade routes? That's exactly my example of what that was about. So that was now that ship. So he should really probably come
On our
over
way.
here. Thank you, my schooner. So there you go. So that's that. That's the situation in the new world. Like I was saying with trade routes, Hambarenga, coffee, cloth, chocolate, luxury goods, etc. Hambarenga again, coffee and sewing machines. So this is why we're losing so many sewing machines from Hambarenga, and I'm gonna have to stop it, and it's just gonna be the way it's gonna be. Because I need Hambarenga to be doing better than it's currently doing because it's been on a knife edge for quite some time, and it's a problem. It is a problem. Steel beams. Yeah, we don't need those anymore. Thank you, because we solved that problem. So that's the Europa. Be on a trade route. I thought I saw the Europa. There's the Theseus too. That's in the region. So what I should do is actually jump to that ship, and this you don't need to be carrying. So why are you bringing coffee back? So therein lies the problem, right? So he's the Theseus 2. So he brought back where's he going? What is he carrying? The Theseus 2. That's this guy. Yeah, right. Okay, so he was broken. Old broken trade. So he can start a new trade. So that's fine. That's fine. That is fine. That is fine. It didn't show me that was broken. You gotta keep an eye on all of these things. That's fine. He's fine. Oh. He's fine. Right, okay. In this region, in terms of who's coming out of Cruzamita, is he carrying anything he shouldn't be? Shouldn't be. I've already done that one. He seems like he's got everything he should have. He's got everything he should have. That one we've covered. That one we've covered. What's your problem? The endearment is carrying chocolate. Is the endearment in the region? You are. Where are you? Can I get you to
Ready for a challenge.
transfer this? No, I want... These menus sometimes are very, very clunky. Right, so you're gonna
Breaking new horizons.
you can go back to doing what you were doing, because I think I've sorted you out. So you can go, because I don't have that trade happening anymore. So that should resolve itself shortly. In terms of diplomacy in the region, well, this is diplomacy generally. Yeah, let's have a look at the region first, island shares. So, Archer Gasparov has been particularly mean, as he can be, to Bente. And he's been attacking Bente left, right, and centre. So poor old Bente is stuck with only one island here, Flora Fjord. And old what's his name, von Malching, has been cashing in a little bit on that, and he's managed to swoop in and grab a couple of islands. So he's doing quite well in the new world. His lead island here is maximum possible share revenue of 1,072, I think, 1,052, 431. That's a tiny one. That's everything else. What's he up to though? He's 1,633, 1,357, and that'll be a small one. We're on 1193 and 1901. So I think in terms of economy, we have the best economy on the new world. He's at 1626. Yeah, we're at 1193. So that's his best, and that's my best, which is greater than his. That's his second best, which is 13, which is we're on a par. So economically, we're doing very, very well. We're not interested in militarily, because that's not the game we're playing this time around. So we're not playing a military game this time around. If we go back to the old world. Let's have a look at our islands in the old world. Let's talk about some problems we've had with islands in the old world. Let's go and have a look at Remedi first. So this is Remedi. Remedi is always failing somewhere along the line. Everything is always failing. This is what I have probably spent the greatest amount of hours working on this island more than any other island. It just won't balance. No matter how much I try, I cannot get it to balance. It is either going down or going up, but it is never balanced. So what trade do we currently have in place with Remedi? Because it seems to be missing now fish. I think this one perhaps is storage is full at Remedi. Great. So we can load some fish. Let's load some fish and then we can solve that problem. The barnacle is overloaded with wood, which is why it's not working. So that is a problem. Get rid of that. All these
Ship
trades
under
that
attack.
are broken because you end up overloaded with one good, not more than anything else. So I'm being crippled here by what does our schnapps look like before I start switching things off? Snaps is dropping. Oh my gosh, is our snaps dropping again? Why is our snaps dropping again? Definitely should not be dropping again. I have got tons and tons of potatoes,
No space left here.
and I have
Better
not
check on my little uns.
deleted any of them. So why am I now short of
Not
schnapps?
the first gamble that didn't pay.
What has happened to my schnapps? There's too much schnapps going across the ditch.
At least you're a bit rough
How
around
much
the
schnapps have you
fringes.
got? You've got a lot of schnapps. Right, where's the schnapps route? There it is. Right, let's drop that down to 25. Because there's no way we can be affording to be losing that. So there you go. Yeah, that'll sort that. Maybe, perhaps sooner rather than later. Fish and schnapps, bring these people back up online again would be very, very good. This is complete. I say it's complete, but oh my gosh, I'm just continually tweaking and fiddling and tweaking and fiddling. Predominantly trade routes more than anything, to be honest. I haven't got any room left to build anything. I simply don't. I could build more. I could build more stuff, but I don't have enough room, and therein lies a little problem we're going to talk about in a minute. So if we look at this place from a fiscal point of view, at the minute we're losing. We're losing a little bit because these people are not happy and because we don't have an equalized workforce just yet. I think theoretically
Ship under
once
attack.
once the fish sorts itself out, I think these guys are happy enough. Are these guys missing anything? They're also missing out of fish because it's a basic need. But once the fish comes up to speed, hopefully, is that guy
Still no
dropping off
reporting.
fish? And that's the hops guy. We do have some fish, so it's not like we're all out of fish. We're just, we would like more. Could we squeak?
Will you ever meet my standard?
Hard to say. Could we squeak up to 100 and get these people happy so I can get my revenue back? I mean, we're nearly there. We're very nearly there. We're still not making money on this island, which is not good enough. I really need this island to make money. There we go. There we go. Everybody's happy. You can see the population numbers are starting to balance themselves out. Zooming back up again. Thank you. And that puts us back in the red. Still in the red. How nice. Right. There's a problem here. here's my problem. What I wanted to do was come back with this shipyard and show you that we got and it's this one, I think. No, this one. An oil tanker going, and we got our oil routes going. That we've got some flame monitors, maybe. Oh, I need investors for that. No investors for that. That we up some cargo ships perhaps, and you know we were developing. We had electricity going and everything else and all the rest of it, and that's all tickety boo. And originally I was not going to do it on this island. I was going to do it on this island. We'll talk about this in a minute. Here we are, here, which is all great. And I built this here, and it says you need electricity. I was like, oh darn, I better build an oil port and build some electricity. Yeah, this island doesn't have oil. And you can't bring in oil until you have this working. And until you've made one of those. So I can't build an oil tanker to bring in oil to make that work until that is working. And I can't make that work without an oil tanker. You see the problem? So the problem is you need to build your first ship on this island, which I didn't know, and I spent hours, I mean literally hours, getting this done. More than you would think. 2 hours maybe at least, to realize that I needed to do it on this island, which then took more hours to do it on this island. And I then realized that I need that to work. Guess what you need to make that to work?
Start the machines.
Yeah, 150 engineers. I don't have engineers. I need to promote these people to engineers. I need 1,500 artisans. I can't afford 1,500 artisans on this island. So I'm in a bit of a catch-22 situation right now, and that's why I said at the start of this monologue, it's going to be another 6 hours till I sort this out, because this catch-22 has just caught me. I can't develop this island any more than I currently have, but I need to get this to work. I've built my entire economy and trade routes on this island, and I can't get this island to work until I produce one oil tanker from this island. You can't buy an oil tanker, and when you do trade routes, you'll see there's a thing here, charter routes, pay an NPC ship. Guess what they don't trade in? Yep, they don't trade in oil. So you can't get an NPC oil route. You are stuck. You must build your oil tanker on this island. That absolutely sucks, because that has just caused me to reach a massive impasse, and I have to do an awful lot of work to try and make this function. Just wonder what my finances are at. I'm still losing money on this island. I just can't make this island a happy island. It's always a problem, this island. Always a problem. My schnapps is alright. I got an overabundance of sausages. Yeah, I don't. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can switch off. Possibly the way around this is there's a thing over here. I think it's out in engineers actually. This. It's called a commuter peer, and it enables the transfer of workforce between 2 or more islands. So in theory, I can build this here. Apparently it won't let me build it here. Oh, that's because it's the wrong island. If I go to it in this island, let's try that instead. I could build a commuter pier, and I might be able to do it. So that's essentially my only option. I probably should build it over here where it's closer. Oh, it won't let me do it because those buildings are in the way. That is just sucks. There's so much about this game sucks. Why won't it just let me build it there and I'll connect it? It's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's no drama. You're such a tool. This side? Is this side easier? A little easier. So if I build this here, I'll run a little road around so everybody's happy. Right, how does this function? Building on another island to share workforce with, so you need 2 piers. So, oh, for fuck's sakes. I have no room to build a pier on this island. I simply don't. I have to get rid of that. God damn it. Are you even going to let me build it? I don't think you even are because you want me to build it right there. Oh man. It's something else for me to try and figure out what to do with, because it just as you can tell, I'm not particularly happy about this situation. I really am not. It is a significant, real kicker in the nuts that you get lumped with this as an option. Well, it's not an option. You don't have an option. It's the fact that I do not have an option drives me nuts. So I've still got a lot of work to do. I've been at this for now a long time, and I'm still not there, and I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get there, because I have so much more to do, and the amount of time it takes every minute I'm running, I'm having to rebalance things. It is just unbelievably time consuming. And I think I remember I got to this the last time, and obviously, the brain doesn't remember pain so much, but this is why I didn't want to come back here. Because this game drives me insane. It's beyond now being fun. And the issue I have is when games cease being fun, I ask myself why I even bother. Because if it ceases to be a fun anymore, it's not just a case of saying, oh, it's quite a good challenge. It's like, this is not a challenge, this is tedium. This is endless tedium of just dealing with one continual drama after another. I mean, in terms of balancing the game, they've done a heck of a job in terms of, it really is complex, and there's a lot of complexities, and you're always on a knife edge. Always on a knife edge with this. There's never any comfort. There's never any stopping. It's 8 hours of continual drain of your mental resources to try and make this work. There is no rest for the wicked. You cannot stop. There is no pause. You cannot sit back and say, oh, I'll just wait 5 minutes for this to catch up. Every minute is something breaking. Something is breaking all the time, everywhere, and there's no respite from the pain. So I still have a lot to do. And I can't make this island work either, because there's just so much stuff to try and organize and balance all of the time. That said, over here we got spectacles.
Hard hats here.
That's a jolly good idea. Which required us to make a brass smeltery. So we've moved on in terms of
Visiting is
these
derivative.
people. There's new things that we need. I did say we needed. There was watches. The watches situation is they want, what is it they want? They want gold and glass. So watches want refined gold and want glass. And the issue with the gold is, yes, you got it. It needs another limited resource, which is charcoal. So we need. I've got that on pause because we're short. You know, we can see here we're
We've run
short
out of cabins.
of charcoal. We can't get enough charcoal. Um, so I've headed out here, so I'll need to put some charcoal stuff out here. This this is all the hops I need for all of the beer that I need to supply all of my islands. This one island is supplying beer to all of my islands. These guys can't grow hops. Neither of the New World islands can grow hops. So this guy, I got trade with this guy going on. He's now loaded with hops, so I can probably trim back the hops stuff. It was at 20, so let's take him back to 15 and see
Their
what that
ghosts will
does.
take you.
Because you gotta, I wouldn't change more than like 5 at a time on these trade routes. Now what's the problem? Nothing. Target, there is no target. Good. This is also the problem with this thing. It shows you there's an error and there's an error. Is that you? Yeah, you're still picking up fish. So, and presumably, are you telling me that you were shipping iron and we're now out of iron? Is that the issue? That is the issue. So you did have iron, and you now don't have iron? No, you're not picking up iron. You're picking up. Sorry, you are picking up iron, but you're
Stations.
it's charcoal that we don't have enough of. Do we have a? Were we moving charcoal? We were, so we can't, because we can't afford it.
Schooner reporting.
And you're just shifting fish. Is that right? And bringing iron back. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okie dokie. Yeah, my gosh. It just didn't seem to matter how much hops I made. I'm making so much hops. So we'll need to have some charcoal kilns out here producing charcoal. I think we've put the windows on hold for now, glass makers and things on hold for now, because we don't have them. In terms of profit, currently this place is running at a profit, which is fine. It's sort of supporting everything else. This place still can't make a profit. Don't know how to make it make a profit. Just I can't get these people to be happy. Can't get. There's always something. Bread now. I just don't know how we're not making enough bread. Seriously, I have so much wheat and bakeries. How are we not making enough bread? Stop it! Where's the bread? You are shipping bread. 13 bread. Right, 13 is too much, obviously. Let's go down to 8 and see if that'll work. Right, that might help sort some of that bread issue out. And I still don't know how to make this place make a profit. I mean, I've just got it so it's not actually falling over. And it is falling over, it's just kind of falling over slowly. Right, in terms of the region, yeah, Bente's gone. Artur Gasparov has just bought everybody out along here. And old Von Mulching has been sneakily on my shares, which is probably why I'm also losing money, Von Mulching. You sneak. Yeah, look at that. Now we're back in the black, you sneaky old dog. Van Mulching, sneaky old dog that he is, keeps buying up my shares. So I've been embroiled in a bit of a share war with Von Mulching. Gasparov isn't doing it, it's Von Mulching.
Fate poureth poison in mine ear.
So I need to watch him like a hawk. Every now and again, if I've got a bit of spare money, I go and sneak one of his shares. But I haven't had spare money in a while, to be honest. At one stage I was up at 1.85 million, and I'm back down to 500,000, and part of that is because I have to keep protecting myself, because every time they take shares they take income, right? So I mean, that's how it works. So look at his share revenue, 25,000. How much is a share? 1.2 million. Yeah, bit out of my league. I think that's his main owned ad infinitum. So yeah, I've been stuck with that. But diplomatically speaking, I've got trade rights with them. I was trying to get an alliance with this guy, but yeah, I mean, you can flatter him,
I
which
receive
is great,
endless praise,
but
but rarely given
still
with
medium
such
low for
feeling.
and I don't think medium high. He's not great with flattery lately. I'm not giving him 120,000 bucks. Yeah, I don't have enough money because he'll want like 200,000 or something for that. So what do I need to do? let's take stock. What do I need to do? What I need to do is I need to figure out how to be able to switch that on, to get that on, to build the stuff. Now, to do that, I think I need this commuter pier. I think it's probably the easiest thing to do, because I don't think that I can make the requisite amount of artisans here. I just don't have enough fat in the system. This needs reinforced concrete and windows. I think I have all of that over here. So I think I've got a spare trade ship. I do. I've got a spare trade ship. So let's bring him over here and let's have a look. Concrete. This was full at one stage. It's only got 15. Blimey. Did I switch the concrete manufacturers off? I switched one on. And I switched the other off, I think, cost-wise. Let's check again. I only need 15. That's fine. And I need 13 windows. Do you have 13 windows? You must have, surely. Got 18. That's alright, you're not using them. Right, so let's do that, and then we'll see how this commuter pier works. So we want quickly, oh well, that's gone up, so 10. 1, 2, 3. And where's the concrete? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, okay. And we'll take that. You don't need to take it right to there. We can take it right there.
Coordinates plotted.
You zip over here.
Ship under attack.
Do 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 do. Right. Nearly there, nearly there, nearly there. I did have another pier at one. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm demolishing it. I don't want it here. I don't need it. As soon as I've got oil working and electricity on the other side, and an oil tanker, then I'm getting rid of this, because I absolutely do not want it. I really don't. Right, can we? Thank you. So let's just get rid of Infinity. Right, I need to go and sit over there. Right, now then, let's build this. Boom.
What a revolution.
Aha!
Unemployment.
Right. Great. Go. Marvelous. There we go. What do we need? Oh my god! Oh my god! We need
Ceasefire has
machines!
ended.
We need machine parts! And we can only make machine parts over here with this thing. Not this thing. This thing. It requires electricity! Ah! I hate you! I now need to make this over here somewhere. Where the hell am I gonna make that? Ah. Out here? How big is it? Oh, it's pretty darn big, and it requires electricity. So, I gotta now move some stuff to basically put it here. Oh. Never mind. You guys can stop because we ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Oh, man. You know what? I was thinking of truncating this, but I have just talked non-stop for an hour on the trials and tribulations of this game, and that really shows you how much of a time sink it is in terms of trying to sort this out. And I need a drink. I need to stop this and go and have a beer because this has been driving me nuts. I've done another, I don't know, 6 hours today probably on this game, so I've done at least 12 or 14 hours and I'm still not there. Still not there. So let's have a look because I think it was at score. And I must go back and look. 24 hours. So I've been playing for 24 hours. And what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll have a look and I'll post here on how many hours it took me to do the last game to completion. Now. So that gives you an indication of where we're at now in terms of what it took to get to the end game. And oh me, oh my, is all I can say. Oh me, oh my. Well, I hope you're liking it. I can't say I am. It's incredibly frustrating. Frustrating is the word. I'm sure Ubisoft love it. Like, yes, that's exactly what we wanted. We wanted you to be frustrated and, you know, have to do all this kind of stuff. Thanks. So yeah, do drop a like. Do subscribe. Please do subscribe. I'm trying to get 200 subscribers before the end of the year. Come on, we're nearly there. We're nearly at 150. So let's go. Yeah, I will not be producing another one of these before Christmas Day. So Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays if you do not support all of that kind of stuff. And please find in your heart a little bit of peace at this time of year. Ta-ta for now.
PlayStation